Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Super Dungeon Run, and thank you for watching. Super Dungeon Run is a action RPG roguelike, guys, and it's all about greedy, semi-drunken adventurers. Well, they kind of control like they're drunk. They're not really drunk. But yeah, it's all about all these greedy adventurers and their thirst for gold and loot and magic stuff, guys, and them going into this dungeon. It's very difficult to describe this game, guys, and that's mostly because the game mixes a lot of elements. I mean, you got endless running, you got that roguelike nature, you got crafting, you got like a skill tree, and there's quests. There's a lot here to enjoy and like, guys. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you for free that I think this game is fantastic and fun. Just really enjoyable game, especially if you enjoy just kind of this wacky, over-the-top humor, and just kind of really easy to get into and just play type of game, really. And I'm really excited to share this game with you guys today. Super Dungeon Run released on Steam Early Access July 2015, which of course means that the game is still in active development, and everything you see is subject to change and not a final representation of the game. Matter of fact, it says it right there on the bottom of the screen. Super Dungeon Run is being developed and published by Proper Games. You can go ahead and get Super Dungeon Run on Steam for the great low price of $4.99, guys. That is a fantastic price for the amount of gameplay you're going to get out of this and how many features are already planned for this game for final release. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I think they aren't charging enough for their game. I think they should charge more. I think it should be like in the $10 range, because it does have a lot of fun, cool elements to it that gives it a lot of replayability. It gives it a lot of something to bite into. So I definitely think that price is fantastic. You should pick it up right now. If you got a spare $5, just do it now, guys. Now, the game does have some startup options, but for the most part, it's not necessarily very option rich. The game was made with the Unity engine. It does go up to 1080p resolution. It does have some graphical control. Basically goes from like fast to fantastic, but the graphics, from what I understand, are something that they're going to overhaul and add more to it and get a little bit more depth to it. If they're going to change up the options menu, I don't really know. So this is the village. This is where we start off, and this is where we basically go from here to that portal over there, which is actually the dungeon. Like I said, there really isn't much in the way of options, guys. Like, there's some sound sliders, some language choices. That's basically it. That might change between here and final release. There's no controller support currently, and there is no Steamy goodness, but again, that is probably all planned and will be done by final release. Steam achievements, Steam cards will be there for you to enjoy when the game is finally done, guys. Remember, this is just a preview of the game. This is not necessarily the finished product. So there's a lot here to check out. By the way, I should mention, if you want, you can click on that big red box up there that says skip to the action, and I'll take you directly to the gameplay. I apologize for not mentioning that earlier. There's quite a bit of things here to enjoy. The theater right here, basically, for the most part, is just like a tutorial. The tutorial does a good job of explaining what does what, but you kind of have to actively seek it out, like by pressing this question mark up here. It kind of actively tells you what everything is and what everything does. So for the most part, it is very tutorialized very well. And the theater kind of contains all that information in one little handy-dandy place. If we were to hit the dungeon, we would go right into the roguelike action aspect of it. We're not going to do that first. We're going to check out the tavern. Now, the tavern basically is a couple little things here. First, you got like a level screen in here, like a little skill tree, which we're going to add to our party size. We're going to do that like that. I think that's what I want, yeah. And that's like a little skill tree, by the way. I should mention that. It's like a little skill tree. You can see party size, hero training, starting floor, and then quest bonus. Quest bonus basically are the quests that you can actually get right here. Like, for instance, produce pummel and smashing pumpkins. I'm going to take this quest. And there's usually rewards for these quests. And these quests can actually have different kinds of rewards depending on how high you have your quest bonus. And it just kind of gives the game a little bit more of an objective. This game is a roguelike, but definitely has a lot of progression for a roguelike, which, some people have an issue with when it comes to roguelike games, but that's not a big deal to me. There's also side quests, which I also really love, and I really dig this aspect to it because it always gives you a little bit of a goal to achieve. So, for instance, earn 3 gold medals in one session, kill 100 enemies, 6 so far, collect 100 gold piles, 41 so far. I don't know if there's really any kind of reward for this right now. I don't think there currently is, but I think it'll probably be tied to things like achievements and things like that. But it just gives you a little bit of an objective, and I really like that aspect to it. I like that I just always have something to kind of aim for. There's also the market. Now, basically, the market is where you can buy costumes. Costumes basically are how your characters kind of improve, how they take on roles. So, for instance, there's the archer. We have the archer, the warrior, and the peasant. The peasant is automatically unlocked, and I think you get the warrior during like the first stage, anyways. And basically, what you do is you actually we'll unlock the sorceress, for instance, and then we'll actually get to purchase it for us to be able to use in the dungeon. You can't start off with a preformed party. You find the costume in the dungeon, they equip it in the dungeon, and then they're the sorceress. So that's kind of how that works, and you can see there's all different kinds of classes. More of these will be coming before final release. There is some items here also, strength potion, agility potion. I haven't unlocked any of these yet. There's also crafting in this game. So like if you wanted to, I guess maybe you could probably, let's see, increase the amount of the heart leaf in the mixture will boost the potion's effectiveness. We do have enough to craft that, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Really craft heart leaf infusion? Hell yeah. So there's also a little bit of crafting, basically ways to enhance your potions and your minions, it looks like, too. So we can increase the poplin weave here for 8 wood and 200 gold. It'll changing to a tire weave boosts the defensive capabilities of peasants' ponchos. That might be totally worth it. You know, I think we could probably do both, so we might as well. So again, this is just another form of progression, and you can see there's lots of different upgrades for obviously probably for all of the classes or costumes, I should say. And that's just a small taste of things that are already in the game, guys. There's a lot more that's going to be coming. There's a lot more that's going to be added. And like I said, it has a lot of depth for a very simplistic game for the most part. Let's finally get into the dungeon, shall we? So this is where that endless runner aspect kicks in. Your objective is to just run, basically. Just get as far as you can. You'll run into doors. Now, let's talk about the UI really quickly here. On the top, we have the floor that we're on, the gold amount we have, and all the resources that we've collected and how many minions we have left. We can, of course, hit the question mark button if we get confused about something. On the bottom left is your items. This is where your things like agility potions, your health potions are going to go. And these can kind of affect your character's abilities and stats and allow you to kind of have a little bit of interaction with your party. Because for the most part, other than kind of clicking and kind of telling them where to go, your interaction with them is very limited. And I know that sounds weird, but basically, just other than clicking around, that's all you really do. Like I'm holding the mouse button right now, and I'm just kind of having them go in a circle, and they kind of act a little bit drunken, if you haven't noticed. I have noticed that my characters kind of slide. They don't have very graceful stops. They kind of slide, but you can also just do like little clicks and get little minute details, got a little movement going. But for the most part, it's sometimes a little difficult to control them. But I think that's just because that's the style and that's the way the game kind of works and the flavor of it. You can also see the quest that you have, any options, and the main quest that you're on, which is smashing pumpkins, which is what we're going to try to do in this particular video. So like I said, your objective normally is just to collect gold, kill enemies, and basically just get as far as you can. There is a little bit of an endless runner aspect to this. Oh dear God. You can also see my minions have a red bar underneath them that shows how much health they have. And like I said, that's what those potions are for. Those are hotkey to your 1, 2, and 3 numbers on your keyboard if you wanted to activate those items. Every time you beat a level, you're going to get a kind of like a rating. So depending on how many enemies you killed, how much gold you collected, you can get anywhere from a gold all the way to bronze, obviously. And sometimes objectives are based off of getting gold badges as well. Every level, you're going to always start off with some chests, which is going to give you access to a costume, some potions possibly, and resources for that level. Sometimes you do actually want to hold off on using them though. Oh dear God, we might be dead here. I don't know how this fight's going to go. Kind of terrified right now, I'm not gonna lie. I just blew 2 potions. Now this is also kind of a little bit of a problem, is that sometimes your minions are kind of stupid and they'll need to be reminded, hey, go help your friends fight. And I've noticed that is a little bit of a tiny issue occasionally. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Let's get them in there. Okay, good. Back off. I'm pretty sure those are floor spikes. There's lots of traps in this game. That's one other feature of this game. Is there's lots of traps that you'll run into all over the place. Lots of hazards. You're not necessarily meant to get too attached to your party members, your little minions here. They die pretty ridiculously easy. Okay, we got another silver. I'm not doing too good there, but then I'm doing a lot of talking and not necessarily focusing on accomplishing goals as fast as I can. Let's grab some. Yeah, we got a schmuck ton of archers so far. My goodness. Alright, so what do we got here? We got a trap. I'm just going to run through this room because those traps are dangerous and they kick my ass all the time. Those traps especially just have a habit of just slaughtering my minions very quickly. I'm not very graceful around them, but who gives a crap because we got everything. The objective is just to get to the next floor. Every floor is randomly procedurally generated. That is that rogue... Oh, hello. I guess this is part of the quest. So did we succeed? No, there's more probably. Not interested. Go to hell. What was it saying? I guess we're smashing pumpkins right now. This is definitely the quest for sure. Yeah, every floor is randomly procedurally generated, which, of course, can lead to some, what I like to call, you know, roguelike shenanigans. You can and will. Dear God. We do not want to open that. We can and you will occasionally, depending on how things procedurally generate, end up getting screwed over sometimes. There are situations where you'll enter where there's just, it's very difficult to win. It's very rare, but it has happened to me. There's a lot of freaking pumpkins. I think our objective was just to smash these pumpkins and avoid those triggers on that floor there and make sure we didn't open it. Which I'd say I think is very cute. I think that's a very simplistic puzzle, but I like it. Alright, let's do this. Kick some ass. There's a dead guy there on the floor. I'd love to say I could resurrect that guy, but I don't really see how I can do that. Maybe that'll be a thing I can do later on. Come on, gather up. You can actually lose your minions too. They're kind of stupid. Whoa. Okay, come on. That was too close for my comfort, you know? Smash the door! And I think we're going to accomplish this quest now. I think this is the final part. There's a lot of freaking pumpkins here, man. Yeah, we did it! We accomplished the quest! Fantastic! And now we're going to get our quest reward, which is going to be experience and gold and crafting materials. Every time you beat a quest or end a run, it's going to tell you how much experience you got, and you can level up, which will give you access to more and more stuff. We got a quest bonus, which is super sweet, and that's kind of how the basic gist of it kind of runs. That's what, at least the way it works when you're doing quests in the tavern. We could do these quests over and over again, but now I'm going to show you what a normal run just kind of looks like without a quest. And that's basically just, again, that's the endless runner mode aspect to it, where you're just trying to get as deep as you can. Every time you start over again, by the way, you do have to kind of start off at square one as far as your minions go. They have to level up again. They have to... Oh, dear God. Fire pits! Fire pits! Run! Run, my minions! That was easy. Alright, that's sweet. Very good. Alright. I mean, for the most part, it is easy to control. Just sometimes they have the habit of just sliding in directions, and it's sometimes very difficult to manage your movements, which can be very frustrating at times. Look at that, 3 chests. No items, but we got lots of rolls, lots of costumes. That's good, because that's what's going to make our minions a little bit more battle efficient. So I'm perfectly fine with that. By the way, there's 2 different kinds of environments. Well, at least I think there currently is 2 different kinds of environments. There's like this crypt type area, and then there's like a sewer type of thing. You'll get to see that. I'm not really sure. I do know they have more environments planned. Matter of fact, I should just say in general, they have more of everything planned. So you can see right now, we lost one of our minions. He's basically, oh God, I'm lost. So we gotta go back and pick his dumb ass up. Dude, fool, what are you doing over here just standing here by the crypts by yourself? Fool! That's all I gotta get 4 of my minions to get involved. One thing I think would really kind of enhance the gameplay aspect to this is just maybe give like some behavioral buttons, kind of something that I can... Oh dear God! Oh dear God! Run, minions! I'd like some behavioral buttons. You know, because it seems stupid that my minions just stand there and watch their buddies be killed. I think they're like, if you could pick like a defensive behavior or like an aggressive behavior, so that way they just jump into the fight on their own, and I don't necessarily have to like just poke them in the direction, because they should obviously, you know, want to help their buddies out, right? I think that might make things a little bit easier. Maybe if I don't want them to fight anything, what if I'm in a situation where I just want to run to the next door and I don't want to fight anything? Well, sometimes they kind of have the nasty habit of, oh dear God. Oh my God, okay, that was close. Sometimes they have the nasty habit, they will stop no matter what the situation is usually and fight whatever's in their way, which can lead to some situations, a little bit frustrating situations especially. But, you know, that's just the way it is. I think it's a cool idea. If it's not, no big deal. Damn it, we lost a minion because I wasn't paying attention. And because they weren't all in the fight. Click on him. Kill him. Kill him. Get on him. What is wrong with you? You're watching your buddies die, man. God in heaven. Alright, cool. That would have been bad. Here, gold chest. Hey, alright, cool. So we got some resources, some gold. More gold. Lots of destructible environmental things. I kind of like that also. Yeah, I think we should actually do this pretty easily. Hold on. Yeah, see, that wasn't so bad. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Most of the time, like, they're kind of smart about going to get gold themselves. I'm not going to go for that gold stack in the back there. That's just not going to happen. But yeah, that's basically it. This continues onward and onward and onward. Eventually, you're going to die. There's just a matter of time before you are defeated. You know, it's going to eventually generate a difficulty, I would think, to just kind of overwhelm you. As a matter of fact, I think we can't open that last chest because that will just... if you get too many potions, by the way, it automatically just uses them. Oh my God. So much traps. This is where it gets really... Ow! Guys, what the hell are you doing? Okay, we got a flamethrower here, and then 2 captured minions. We're gonna go for it. We lost one, but we gained one. Nope! Ow! Okay. I think we lost more than we gained. Yeah, we lost 3 back there. Oh, God. You can't get too attached to your minions, guys. They will die. That's just the way it is. By the way, if you want, you can also stop yourself at any point in time you know, you want to end a run early, you certainly can. You're just not going to be able to get any of the particular rewards that you earned on that particular floor. Everything you earned on the floor before that, though, is just fine. Sometimes you'll find some captured minions like this, by the way. This is how they kind of rejuvenate your numbers. There we go. So now we're back up to 8. This makes me happy. Kick ass, guys! Can you please get in the fight? I don't know if they share experience. That's one thing I'm kind of curious about. Because I notice they do tend to level. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Run! Oh, man. I feel like we lost more than we gained there for sure. But I think that just kind of wraps up everything, you know, that I think about this game. Like I said, there's just a couple things that I think that would make this game a little bit just more easier to play. I think a kind of like Overlord style flag system would give me a little bit more, because, you know, for the most part you're just kind of sitting here and watching it, and that's not necessarily, nothing wrong with that. I certainly enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that I'm kind of guiding with my mouse, but I think a little bit more, a really cool feature would be maybe to like add flags. Like if I wanted to divide my archers from my warriors, maybe to be able to do that would be kind of nice. Have like a little bit of like a flag system. But then again, it also takes away from the running aspect of the game, so I can understand why that isn't in the game. But sometimes I guess it's the micromanagement side of me that's just going nuts. That just wants to just, you know, specifically guide each individual of my men, you know? This might be a bad situation for us right here. Gotta get on the fight, guys. Oh my God! What is that? Are we dying? Get on him! Use potion. We're gonna attack this thing. Attack! Attack it! Kill it! Whatever it is, kill it! Oh my God. I had a room where there was like 3 of those in a row. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna pull this off. This is a situation where I can't really do anything at this point, basically. If my minions are gonna die, they're gonna die with or without my intervention, because I have no more potions. potions are kind of like your only means of interacting with your minions, kind of, really. I mean, I certainly could have told them to run, but, you know, it was not necessarily prudent in that particular situation. Let's see how we're... maybe we'll get some more unlocked minions here. We'll grab these. These should level us up a little bit. We're becoming super powerful archers. Hello, minions. I should probably have waited to grab those, actually, now that I think about it, so that way I could have given these guys costumes. Oh well, they'll probably beat Ken and fodder anyways. Very short levels. I have ran into that too as well. Lots of procedurally generated very small levels. Almost like refill levels. We're like, here, we're trying to boost up your numbers again. Get the potions, get the stuff, get all the good items. Let's go. Kick ass, take names. Oh, you're dead. I think we can win this fight. Someone's about to die. We lost... No, we didn't lose anybody. Cool, 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 cool. We had just enough potions to make it through that fight. I don't really know what the agility potions or anything like that does. I think maybe we should end this run. I think we're doing pretty good here. We're gonna hit skip, skippity skip. We may go ahead and end this run. We'll just do something pretty stupid, like just get ourselves killed. Lots of potions, that's great. Kill them as quickly as possible. Oh, we lost an archer. They're dying. Wow, they're kicking our ass, damn. These guys are hardcore. Run! Run! Oh god! Run! Oh dear god. Yeah, we got slaughtered there. That's like I said, there's just a point where it comes where it just becomes overwhelming. We got some more stuff though. We got a strength potion. The attack strength of all our heroes is boosted after consuming this pungent brew. And a serrated broadheads, which is going to increase the damage of my archers. We collected all that loot. Now we go back to town and basically kind of rinse, repeat from there. We can also get more quests unlocked as we raise up higher in level, as you can imagine. We got more points to spend here. Like in party size, starting floor, quest bonus, etc., etc. What else can we do? Oh, we could buy that, which we totally should, by the way. And that kind of sums it up, guys. Like I said, it's a really fun game. It has a lot of replay value. From what I understand, when the game's finally released, they're going to have magic. Each class is going to have abilities. They're just going to have more of everything. More dungeon types, more monsters, more costumes. And I think the game's just really fun, really fantastic. I would like a little bit more ways to be involved in the action, but I think that's what the abilities and the magic is going to do. And I can't wait for that aspect to be included in the game, guys. And it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really cool game. It was a pleasant surprise. Because I looked at the preview and this looks kind of like a simplistic game. But you know what? It's a lot more complex. It's a lot more in-depth than I thought it would be. And it's really, really fun. It's really, really cute. And I think you're going to enjoy this type of game, guys. I know I did. So I want to say big thanks to the developer for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share. I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up my Patreon page. If you're feeling generous of heart, all donations go to improving the channel or future giveaways. Till next time, guys, play more indie games.